Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request today from none other than Harry Workmon. Harry, thank you for this gift. I'm looking forward to this one for a unique reason, and I'll read it to you what Harry wrote to me, but it's a gift request, so thank you, Harry. Bobby Helms' song, Fraulein. Now, I had done Coulter Wall's rendition of this and maybe some others' renditions of this one, but this is evidently the original. And this is what Harry said. He said, this is a 1957 throwback that has been covered by many artists and hit #1 for 4 weeks on the country charts. It also stayed on the country charts for 52 weeks, which is the 6th longest run in country music history. There we have it. That's what we're going to be listening to today. So let's get into this one. I haven't done anything by Bobby Helms, and I had to check to make sure that he wasn't related to Levon Helm. And once I saw that Levon Helm does not spell his last name with an S, I pretty much assumed they weren't related and didn't need to look any further. So let's see what Bobby Helms has for us. 1957. You gotta love it. Oh, that's a good beginning. Piano.
Far across deep blue waters lives an old German's daughter by the banks of the old river Rhine, where I loved her and left her, but I can't forget her. I miss my pretty Fraulein, 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 look up toward the heavens each night when the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein.
All right, I don't remember the storyline on this one. I do remember it had something to do with the girl across the water, but you know, it's interesting because when you know a little bit about history, World War II basically ended in 1945, and the European theater and the Pacific theaters ended kind of close to one another. But Germany obviously was the problem. Of course, it was Italy, and we were on the same side as Russia, which was a good thing in this one. But did he love this girl? Was he a soldier and he loved her while he was there? Like, for part of the reconstruction and such of Europe? I don't know. After Germany was defeated. Interesting. Like, that he chose a German girl at that time in history was a bold move.
When my memories wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind, in a moment of glory, a face comes before me, the face of my pretty Fraulein, 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 walk down by the river, pretend that your hand holding mine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my
like, I don't know who wrote this. If Bobby Helms wrote this, or if this was like an old Irish folk song from 50 years before the war, so whatever. Pick your combination of events, but fascinating still that it was a German girl at that time in history, given the magnitude of the war. But nonetheless, as a song, he sang this thing out of the park. I mean, I was paying careful attention to what he did with his voice and how it was hitting me. And it hit me probably the same way it did people in 57 and 58 for that great 52-week run. But it's a pretty song. That piano that was in there was just I mean, it just added these happy notes. Generally, piano in country songs does not add happy notes. You've heard me say this before, that it lends itself to, they tend to be songs that are poignant and borderline sad or sad. And in this one, it was like this high-pitched piano notes that came in, with the guitar and drum and bass and all that stuff. But his voice really carried this, and it was just a pretty song that would make you feel good. Fraulein. And it's an interesting little statistic here, too, or fact, that the number of immigrants to America, and I know, gosh, this was true 20 years ago. It might be different now for different reasons. But the number of immigrants from other countries, some folks might think it would have been England, it might have been Ireland and all this stuff. It wasn't. It was Germany. Germany has the greatest number of immigrants to the United States. So Fraulein kind of makes sense in that context, but I don't think they were immigrating at that time in 57, but maybe they were. Anyhow, Harry, great choice. And you can check me on my facts, Harry, because you know your stuff in a lot of realms. Let's put it that way. So I'm gonna rate this song, and what a rendition! I mean, if Bobby's the original, and I'm guessing he's the original American artist to cover it, if he didn't write it, but if he wasn't the first to record it, but certainly as an American artist, he'd be the front runner for this one to hit #1 for 4 weeks and on the charts for 52. The number that popped into my head on this was a 9.8. You guys might kill me for it not being a 10, but I have to be true to that number. And it was a 9.8. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what kept it from being a 10, but hey, it's an elite. That's like in the stratosphere, borderline outer space type of height of my ratings. So, all right, guys, you can thank Harry Workmon for that delightful trip down memory lane, and for me, the first time hearing Bobby's rendition of it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.